Hey, welcome, guys. Welcome to our podcast. My name is JC Diaz.
And this is Amy.
Welcome back. So we have a couple things we want to talk about today on the podcast.
Mhm.
We have one of them is the NBA Finals. We are really proud. We have two Filipinos
And
in the
two
NBA
Dominicans.
Finals at the same time for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And
Two
what?
Dominicans.
Two Dominicans in the NBA Finals at the same time. So we are really proud of that. So we'll talk a little bit about that. And the other thing we want to talk about is what are the expectations that Filipino families place on those family members who travel or
Mm-hmm.
move abroad, and what are the expectations financially that they expect from that family member to contribute to their family. So I think this is going to be a really interesting conversation, so stay tuned, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back right after the introduction of our show. We'll be right back. I am JC,
And I am Amy.
and
Well,
this is our podcast. My name is JC.
no, it's a.
My name is. I am JC.
And I am Amy.
Welcome
Welcome
to
to
our
our podcast.
podcast. Hey, we are back. We are back. All right, so let's get right into it. We are very proud, and we're very proud because of the fact that we have two Filipino players playing in the NBA at the same in the NBA finals at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
and we have two Dominican players playing in the NBA finals for the first time at the same time. Um, the two Filipino players.
Yeah, we have two Filipino players too in these finals. It's Dylan Harper. He's in Spurs, and Jordan Clarkson. He is in Knicks, New York Knicks. It's amazing because we're proud that we have Filipino pride in the
Yes,
NBA because we love basketball in the Philippines, and
Filipinos
it's
are crazy about
kind of
basketball.
proud of that we have representative. They
Yes.
are like they may be not full blooded Filipino, but they are still Filipinos because their parents are Filipinos.
Hey,
So
as long as you have one parent, you belong. As long as you have one parent belonging to whatever country, you
yeah,
belong to that
true.
country. So that feels really proud then.
We're so proud. Like a lot of
Yes,
Filipinos are like
and these are good
it's a
players too.
win-win because
These
you
are good
know
players too.
a lot of in the other side there's Filipino and the other side is Filipino, and at the same time you're
Yes.
Dominicans too. In
Yeah, so for the Dominicans, we have Cat, really well-known player.
mm-hmm.
Cat Carl Anthony Towns. He is for he's playing for the Knicks,
Next, yeah,
and we have David Jones Garcia. He plays for the
Spurs.
Spurs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe Garcia will see much action because he did come back from a surgery
Mm-hmm.
that he had early in the year. But regardless, same thing, win-and-win situation.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Although I do want the Knicks to win the championship this year.
Why?
I want them to win because they haven't won in 27 years. The last
Oh.
title they won was in 27 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm really a fan of Carl Anthony Towns. I do love
He's
the.
really good.
He's
Yeah,
really good, but
he's
I do
strong.
love the other Dominican player.
Mm-hmm.
But this new Dominican player is a rookie. So this
Oh,
is
okay.
only his second season in the NBA.
Oh.
But Carl Anthony Town is a veteran. He's been in the NBA now for 10 years, and he is our best Dominican American player. He is.
A lot of Dominicans are in Boston too. He's Dominican.
Yes.
Al Horford.
New York
Yeah.
also. A lot of Dominicans in New York. Um, but yeah, we are definitely proud that we are representing from Latin America and the
Asia
Philippines.
and the
Yes,
Philippines.
absolutely,
We're
absolutely.
representative. We're representing our country, our Filipino blood.
Yes, I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the next few games. Although I already have my mind made up that the New York Knicks are gonna win. But we'll see. We'll see what happens,
Yeah,
right?
we'll see. We'll see.
Yes, yes. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on. So let's get into the main subject that we have today. Um, and the title for this subject is what are the expectations that families in the Philippines place upon that one family member or two or three that go travel abroad or go live abroad financially? What are the expectations of that family member contributing financially to the family that's left behind, in the Philippines? I've done some research about it. I'm not an expert because I am not Filipino. I am Dominican American, but my wife, as you guys know, she's from the Philippines, and she has more experience than me with that. I've done some research. I watched some videos about it,
Yeah.
and every situation is different. Every family is different. Everybody has different things that they want or need. What do you think? What do you think are the expectations that family members? What do they expect from you once you leave the Philippines and they know you are going to start making money abroad? Is there like a specific amount of money that they want you to send them, or is just randomly whatever you want to send? How often? You know?
For those like me and also those Filipinos who are in abroad right now, it's kind of privilege and a nice opportunity for us to go and working abroad, because that's why a lot of Filipinos working abroad, because the money conversion, the when you convert the money from abroad to the Philippines, it's the value is bigger
Yeah.
than than here or in the other country. But when you like you send money to the Philippines, is big, way bigger.
And
And
for example, I'm sorry that I interrupt you, but just to give you guys an example, the dollar fluctuates usually between
55,
55 to
yeah,
almost 60
60. Now it's 6.
sometimes.
Before it was only 55. 60 it means there's something going on with our country,
Yeah,
and
so
hopefully the government will fix that, because it's
it's actually
really
not good for
sad.
the
Yeah, it's
country.
really not good for our country. So but yeah, it's the aside from that is it's also for the family. Like, we're proud that one of our children or one of our sisters or siblings were in abroad, where we're like it will help, because we Filipinos love to help. We're family oriented. We're like, I'm gonna help you this, I'm gonna help you this. Not like in the Philippines, if you work there, it's not a lot. Like, it's reality there,
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
true. So I
How
mean,
how much is the average, let's say for an IT engineer, how much is the average salary,
I don't
monthly
I
salary
don't know
for
if I'm correct, if it's 50,000 pesos, but I don't know. I don't know how to say that, because I didn't work there. I
what's
only
the
worked there
average
for a year,
what's the average monthly salary for a Filipino?
maybe 15,000
That's
or
the
20.
average,
Yeah, I can't 15
15,000.
or 20 or something.
So what can you buy with 15,000? Is that enough to support, let's say, a family, two kids and a husband and wife? 15,000
If you
pesos
know how
a month?
to, like, if you're a thrifty person,
Yeah.
you you can, but it's hard. I think you can, but it's hard. So that's why a lot of Filipinos, like, move abroad, like, go work there. It's because the opportunity is bigger than our country. Which that is reality. So, and then so people's expectation to the family, especially because we're family oriented, like, you will help the family financially. Like, the school, some of them, like, help those siblings that are still in school, that were helping them, and then the needs of the family in the house. it's it's one of those, like, their expectations. but in it's really good, but there are some people who don't understand that like it's all about money, right? But they don't understand, like, when you're living in abroad, you need to spend money too. You have still,
Yeah,
like
I mean, you
your
when
needs.
you once you leave abroad, you also have bills
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you have to pay abroad too.
That doesn't mean like, oh, you gotta send everything. And I have one of my friend. I was gonna feel sad for her, but she told me about, like, when she sent money, like she sent money to her family in the Philippines, and at the same time they'll be like, it's just nothing to them. It's like, you gotta send them because you're the daughter. You have to, like,
So it is an obligation. You have to send
some of the
money to the
parents,
family.
some of the family, like, you have to send them money. And if they don't, they'll be like, oh, they will not talk to you.
So they get upset if
They
you don't
get
send them money.
upset, which is, and I told her that you should let them know that you moved here not because to work. You moved here, aside from working here, you're living here.
You have your
Yes,
family.
you marry you
You
this
have a
person.
husband.
Yes, that's what I mean. But it depends, because there are people who really work not with the family,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like work. What do you call that? Work
Like
permit.
a work permit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. There are some people like that, but I understand that it's okay to help. But if your people, like, it's kind of like you're pressured enough, that's not really good. Like, you're pressured enough, like, oh, you have 100,000, you gotta send all of that. And then if you if because you need money too. And if you say that, I just only send this amount of money, and some of them, they get mad, like, they get mad because there's, oh, you still have more money, like, what about here, like, what about my needs too, like.
So let me ask you this. What about savings? For example, people who travel abroad, who have to send money to their families in the Philippines, do they get to save money? Like, do people usually save money for themselves?
Some of them they don't, some of them they save. It's, I
It
don't know,
depends on
it
the
depends.
person.
Yeah, it depends. But a lot of people they're really, like, dependent to the people who are in abroad. And they'll be like, that's why the people who are abroad, they think, a lot of them, not a lot, some, or I don't know, but there are people who encounter this and they get sad, and then got, because the only matters is all about the money. What about the person who's working? Will you say hi or hello and how are you? It's just, oh, it's the end of the month, and sending the money. And it's like obligation, but at this is at the same time, the person who works for that is, it's just, it's kind of hard, because they only think about, you're gonna get more money, you will pick money there, but it's not really easy for us to pick money here. You gotta work
You
hard.
got to work for it. It's
Yeah,
not free.
it's just that there are people who are like, it's, now you're in abroad, you need to send money.
So let's say that you have 1 month that you are short, because I don't know, a problem came up at home where you are living, and that month you cannot send money. Will they be okay with that, or does that depend on the family? Will they be like, well, you're supposed to send this money, or will they be like, yeah, it's fine, we can skip a month, it's not a problem? Do you think that's a problem? Do you think that happens?
If those, well, it depends, because if those people are, like, depend, as I said, like, if they're depending on the money from those siblings or children that are in abroad, like, they get mad because they were like, because I would say that some of them, they live a good life because from the money from abroad. And then some of them, they save it, but some of them, they consider it, like, but a lot of Filipinos, like, a lot of I met here, they told me about how we love Filipinos. It just, there are toxic side that we don't like one of my friends, she told me that not even say thank you. It's just, you need to send every month. Like, what about me here? Like, that's, it's just, we love to give money, but at the same time, like, reciprocate. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, it's really, kind of sad because like how about me here? She's like that. Like we have no one in here except you, but we don't have like our family or sisters,
So
brothers.
that puts a lot of pressure
Mm-hmm.
on you
Mm-hmm.
because now you have pretty much an entire family sometimes,
Yeah.
depending on the money that you're sending over there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Now I know that different countries, they different countries are different countries, different cultures, different way of thinking, different way of living. And in the Dominican Republic, it's kind of the same,
But you haven't
and
encountered that.
but I did in the past a few times.
Mm-mm.
Um, but they will get, like, if like you said, if you are short 1 month,
Mm.
they will forget like the last 10 years you've been sending money.
Mm-hmm.
And because you were short 1 month, they will like get really mad. They
Yeah.
will get really upset and say, oh, this person, they don't want to help anymore. They
Mm-hmm.
think they're better than us,
Mm-hmm.
blah blah blah. And I think that's unfortunate because for me personally, I don't think it should be. I do understand sending money to your mom or your dad,
Yeah.
if you're a person who went abroad.
Mm-hmm.
Even your grandma, if you grew up with your
Your
grandma.
family, yeah.
And if you decide to help,
Yeah.
like siblings,
Mm.
and you want to help them with whatever school or whatever,
Mm.
that's fine.
Mm.
But the only obligation that you have is your mom and your dad. That's the way I see it. This is me personally, okay?
Mm.
Um, you shouldn't be responsible for the mistakes that your mom and dad made in the past, and now they're in a position where they count on your money so they can survive. You know what I mean? But I understand, it's your mom and your dad. You have to help them. It is what it is. You have to help them. Usually in the US, parents, they are usually the ones that help the
Kids.
kids.
Mm-hmm.
They, hopefully, they have a good job, they had a good career,
Mm-hmm.
and they were able to save some money so that when they're older, they're able to either help the kids with college or help them financially until they can be independent. That's the way it is here. Usually, it's kids don't have to support their parents usually.
Mm-hmm.
But it is different countries.
Yeah.
The financial situation in the Philippines is
It's
not
just
the same
we love to
situation
give love.
in
It's
the
just we love to
US.
give.
And
Family
Filipinos.
oriented. We
Exactly.
matters family. But it's just that you don't have to push that person. You need to send this. Like they'll be the one who will tell you what to do with your money, which is not really good. That is
So
really
they're
not
trying to
good.
they want to control what
Control.
you do with the money.
Yes. Unless unless if it's bad, yes. Well, if you have a thing for the future, if you wanted this, like all are settled, but it's really a nice what do you call that? Like you settle it with you save it for your future, or you save this, you have
You have a
for
budget
yes,
that you can
you
save
didn't
for
do
your
it
family
for
and save for yourself.
bad. As long as you didn't do it for bad,
Yeah.
that matters the most. But like telling you to what to do with your money, and you still have money, you gotta do this, you gotta like it's not good because while you're working and people telling you or you should do this, you should give that to them, this like you can't tell them or put like you can't tell that person what to do with the money
Yeah.
because that person is the one who's working
Is
with
the
that
one You're
money.
the one that's getting up
Yes,
early every
I mean,
morning to go to work.
yes, people you can tell suggestions, but you
Yeah.
don't have to think, oh, just because you're more advanced, you're older, and you have the right to say like, oh, you're like, oh, you're doing better now because you're in abroad.
You're obligated to send me
Yes,
this
yeah.
money.
Well, it's okay, but it's just you don't have to be pushy. You don't
Do
have don't like control the
do
person.
they do? Let me ask you this: since it seems like it's a lot of families. It's an expectation. Like it's like you have to send the money, right?
A lot of Filipinos encounter that, like
Do
a lot.
do people actually say thank you? Like, do they appreciate you as a, when you're
Yeah,
sending money? Do they say, you know
yeah,
what,
they
thank you
are.
for sending
Yes,
me? Yeah,
yes,
that's good though.
yeah.
That's good.
My
At least you're
family.
appreciated.
Yeah,
That's good.
every time that I send my family there, they say thank you, they appreciate it,
That's
and
good.
it's
That's good.
good. But it's the same like you said. Like you have also you work here, but at the same time you're living here.
Yeah, you
That's
have
why,
obligations too. Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
you have obligations here. Like you
And
need to save
they
for the future
yeah,
because for me myself and me, we're both the same. It's just that we save because we don't have any backups. Like
yeah.
we're our own backups.
Pretty
Like
much, pretty much.
that's why it's really nice to like build your future, trying to save for financially because the only backup is ourselves only.
Yes. And the way I see it is, if you don't have your household in order when it comes to financials, like if you are not able to save for yourself and put yourself in a financial position where you can help your family, who's gonna help them? You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
you have to put yourself in a financial position first.
Mm-mm.
Go to school, get a good degree, get a good
Job.
job, start saving money. And because things happen. What if
Yeah.
there's an emergency and you have to send, I don't know,
Yes.
100,000 pesos?
Yes.
If
At
you
least you have
already you have it
savings.
saved it,
Yes.
but if you don't do those steps first, if you don't put yourself in that financial position, it's gonna be really hard. It
Yeah.
becomes really hard.
It's just that like people should change their mindset that every time they have that money, they spend. Like example, if you get $10,000 a month or 15,000, but they spending like 30,000 twice of their
Yeah,
salary.
you're
That's
not going
not.
anywhere.
That's
You're
not.
broke.
You're broke.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just
absolutely.
you need to have limitation of spending money,
Well,
and at the same time, especially for those family who have siblings or children who are in abroad, think about your children or your siblings in abroad because if they're sending you money, then try to like have limitation and save
don't
money
go
instead
crazy
is
spending all the
yes,
money.
because I'm thinking not because of the future, I'm thinking of ourselves in health because we don't
Yeah,
know what in our health, like we don't know
you
if
don't
we
know
get
when you're gonna
sick,
get sick. Yeah, yeah,
and we're not young forever. I mean, we're young, but at the same time we will not stay like
yeah.
physically like this
Absolutely.
forever, so
Absolutely.
that's
And
why.
the younger you are, that's the right time to start
Yes.
saving money for your future.
True.
You cannot wait until you're 60 years
60,
old
yes.
to start saving some money for your retirement,
Yeah.
because then that becomes a nightmare.
Yeah.
That becomes a nightmare because who's gonna help you? You know what I mean?
And you were the one helping them, and now you need help. And
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
I mean,
So
they're people who will help, and I love my family. We help each other. But
yeah, yeah.
just
I
it's
noticed that about your family.
yeah,
From the first time that we met, is that, like we said on the previous video, Filipinos are big on family, and you guys help each other. Like, you literally take turns.
yeah,
Like, your older sister paid for your college, and once you graduated from college, then you are paying for your younger
others.
siblings, college. And if you have a brother who is abroad, he's helping pay for another one of the siblings, college. So you guys make an effort, a combined effort, to help each other, so that the family can move, all of you
All of
can
us.
move forward.
Yes.
And that's amazing, because not everybody does that.
Yeah.
Not everybody does that. Filipinos are one of a kind when it comes to family. And we said that in the previous video, how close, and that was one of the reasons why I fell in love with the Philippines. And it's because the Philippines is all about family. And that's amazing. And I know that sometimes there are families that put really high expectations financially for those family members who travel abroad. and that puts a lot of pressure. So I think that if you are a person, this is just an advice, right? If you are a Filipino or any person
Yeah.
from any country
Yeah.
that you travel abroad and your family, you send money to your family, just make sure that every month, at least if you cannot do $100, at least put $20 in a
Yes.
savings. Just put $20 there
Mm-hmm.
every day. Make sure that's money that you don't need. Just put it $20.
Just don't spend it.
Just don't spend it all. Just put $20. 20, and I know it doesn't sound like a lot,
Yeah.
but $20 every month for the
Yes.
next 2 years, it accumulates. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So, and something happens to you, you get into an accident, I don't know, you break a leg and you can't work for a couple months, well, at least you have some cushion.
Yes.
You have
You
something
have
in the
your
back.
emergency fund.
So it is good, yes, to help the family, but it is also good to have an emergency fund. You know?
Need to set aside for yourself also.
Yes, and eventually we will make a video about an emergency fund, how to build an emergency fund, what to do 1st, and that will be a really good video, because I've always been interested about talking about that, about different things. Yeah, man, I think is a lot of families do put pressure on the family members who travel abroad, because this happened to me in the past.
Yeah.
And but you know what, the main thing is always try to help your family. We all know that we are not perfect. Nobody's perfect, and we got to do the best that we can, but always try to have a little bit of an emergency savings in your place where you are living, just in case something happens.
Yes. And be grateful,
And be grateful.
because it will reflect in your life. Like,
Yes.
if you're grateful, like, even though, you don't have this big, but at least you have, and at least you're healthy, and then you have food to eat, and then you have the needs that
If you have the basic needs and they're all covered, trust me, your stress level will go down a lot
Yes.
more. The other thing is, if you are the family member that person who is abroad is sending you money, well, don't go wasting all the money. Try to
Think about the person who was working abroad, because
Exactly.
they struggle too, and they work hard too. It's like they're not picking those money on the trees. They don't.
Exactly. The money doesn't fall off the trees here. We
Yes,
don't
they
pick it
don't.
up on the street. Like, we got to get
Yeah.
up early, go to work every day. Think about the sacrifices that your
Yeah.
family member is making, getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, 4, 5, sometimes 2 o'clock in the morning to go to work. Some people have 2 and 3 jobs because one is not enough. So they have to have 2 and 3 jobs so they can support themselves and send money to their
Yeah.
family. So let's just think about that. We're not saying that people are unthankful, ungrateful. We're saying just think about that other person's
Be
sacrifice.
considerate.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It's always good to think
yeah.
about that.
Yeah, it's because, like, because they value you. I mean, you need to value back. Like,
Absolutely.
because, sending money there it means, like, they think about you. The person sending money there they always think about the family there.
Absolutely.
It's not like, even only 5,000 pesos or 1,000, even though they say it's more, it's still a money.
Yeah.
It's still, it helps. Like, do not be ungrateful for those people who are sending money to the Philippines. At least be happy. And if they send you big money, you need to have limitation in if you receive a huge amount of money, because think about ourselves, like them in the abroad and us in the Philippines, because we don't know our future. We don't have.
Absolutely.
That's why we need to set aside and save, because what if we need this, or what if we're hopefully not sick? Like, there's something going on in our future. We have our backup, which is the financial, the money.
Yeah,
So let's think wise about money.
Yes. The way I see it is, let's say if I make $5,000 a month, do I want to send
4 or 5,000.
$5,000 to the Philippines or to any country? No. You need to put some savings. You have bills that you have to pay. Yes, you will contribute to your family members, but you have to set a limit. It depends though. If there's an emergency, absolutely. If there's an emergency, something happened to your mom, something
Yeah.
happened to your sister,
You can
your
help,
brother,
yeah.
we got to do what we got to do. It is what it is
Yeah.
what it is. We'll work it out. You know what I mean? But if there's no emergency, everybody is healthy, everybody's happy, you know, I'll help you cover the basic needs.
Yeah.
So you can pay, the electric bill, you can buy food and stuff like that. But I will not support your lifestyle if you want to sit at home and you
Yeah.
don't want to work
You're just
and
sitting
you
at
want
home.
me to support you
Yes.
while you're sitting at home.
That's really
That doesn't work
unfair.
for me. For me, that
Yes.
doesn't work. I would
Well,
never
that's
do that.
that's well for me it's okay, but as long as don't control the person who's working abroad.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yes.
Because I'm already kind enough to send you money
Yeah.
knowing that you're sitting at home and you're not working.
Yes. But like telling something bad to that person, like, oh, you changed because you're in the land of opportunity in the US or in Canada or in Europe.
Whatever you are, yeah.
Yes, you're in abroad, like you changed. Don't say that. Like
You have no idea the sacrifices that
Yes.
people make.
just that's why you should be grateful that even 1,000 or 2,000 or
Absolutely.
whatever, at least they made an effort.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Just be grateful, not because well you didn't give me this. You didn't. That's not really nice. That's why that person didn't give you because you're ungrateful.
Yeah, and you don't know. Sometimes, we are short of money because something happened here and we can send you, let's say if we were sending you 5,000 Filipino pesos this month, I can only send you 3,000 because, I'm still waiting for my check or I have to buy something that, I don't know,
That
my
need-
car broke
yeah,
down here. Now I have to buy tires for my car. The people who are back at home, they don't know the stuff that we have to go
Yeah.
through on this side, So I think that it's important that communication happens between family members, and that will definitely make things better. I think. Do you have anything else you want to add to the conversation? What do you have? What do you have to say to the final words to the Filipino abroad who goes and works hard and sends money back home to support their families? A few words of support, like, things will work out, just don't stay strong and stuff like that. What do you have to say?
For those Filipinos who are working abroad right now, I'm really proud that it's really hard to go abroad, just to leave your family and then work far from your family.
Yes.
It's really not good, but it's for the best of us and to our family. It's the best opportunity financially, I would say, and experience. And stay strong. And I would say if you have if you will help your family, that will be nice. That's nice. And and at the same time, you gotta enjoy yourself too. So that means
Absolutely.
if you want to go explore or do something for yourself, just
go do it.
Do it and then have for yourself, not because you need to save cent.
Yes.
You need to have enjoy yourself, and at the same time you need to save money, because saving money, it helps a lot in the future. Because people will say, well, anyways, if I save money, well, what I'm gonna do with that if I keep sending? Well, don't think about that money, just keep it there. It's just like, just do it, put it there, and then don't think about how.
Forget about that money.
And after a couple of years or how many years, you will be shocked that you have that great amount of money, and you'll be like, what if you buy something and now you have the money,
and you don't have to go asking people for money.
Yes, you don't have to borrow and ask people money, because you have your own money now. And then if you want to travel, you have you're confident to go out or enjoy, because you have your own money. At the same time, save for yourself, enjoy, And if you love to send your family in the Philippines, yes, you can, but that doesn't mean you need to send everything because you're living too. You're a human being. You need food. You have needs and wants. And
That's awesome. That's awesome.
yeah,
Um,
you gotta stay strong.
Stay
All of us.
strong. On my part, I will say to the Filipino or any other person who is working abroad and you have family members, you only have one life. You have to organize yourself in a way that you can budget for you and your family that you have abroad. Because once you get married, once obviously if you're single, you're single. But
Yes.
I'm talking also to the people who get married.
Married. Mm-hmm.
Now you have a new family abroad, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to work yourself a little budget. Just like I said before, put a little bit of an emergency aside, and then say, okay, this is how much I'm gonna send my family. Obviously, if there's an emergency and something else happens, then you got to make it work somehow. It is what it is. You'll make it work. But you put a limit. You say, hey, I'm gonna send my mom and my dad this much. The rest, I have stuff to pay here. I want to go to a concert here. You're young. You're still living your life. You only have one life. So the only things you're going to take with you is the experiences that you have while you are young. The money comes and goes.
Yeah.
It's always good to put some money aside for the future. It's always good to help your family, but you have, like she just said, like Ami said, you have to enjoy your life too, because life goes by really fast. It goes by really fast. If you would have told me when I was 21 that I would be 47 today, I would have said you're crazy. But here I am, 47, and it went like this. So yes, definitely help your family, do as much as you can, but also enjoy your life. Enjoy your life because we only have one. All right.
Yeah.
I think this is awesome. I think we'll leave it right here. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and we'll see you guys on the next video.
And let us know if you want to have topics that we can tackle here. So.
Yes, any topics that you want us to talk about,
Yeah.
please comment below. Hit like, share, and subscribe. Let us know. We will read your comments once you leave those comments, and we'll come up with new topics. Anything you want us to talk about, we're willing to talk about it. This is uncensored. We don't have anybody controlling us. We're the ones that will talk about whatever we want to talk, whatever you guys want to talk. So thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next video. My name is JC Diaz,
And this is Em.
and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.